As westward expansion spread across the United States, so followed the railroads. Passengers often spent days on board trains as they traveled west. A picnic basket might get one through the first day, but staying fed was an issue during the days of early passenger service. There were no coolers, no refrigeration. Being left to fend for oneself for a meal during a station stop opened the door for exploitation. Riders were often the victims of poor food and high prices, if anything to eat was even available. This was the inspiration that resulted in the Harvey Girls. Hundreds of thousands of women left behind their homes and poverty between 1880 and 1960 to work for the Harvey House restaurants that Fred Harvey established. These courageous women answered newspaper ads placed by Fred Harvey asking for women who were single, white, consider the time in which the restaurant chain was established, and between the ages of 18 and 30. They had to be of good moral character, well-mannered, attractive, and intelligent, with at least an 8th grade education.
Each waitress was trained in the way the Harvey House operated, and signed a 6-month contract to work at a particular restaurant along the railroad line. At the end of 6 months, they could apply to work at a different location, or stay at the current one. Seniority sometimes came into play, and many of the workers opted to put down roots and stay with one restaurant.
These women were true pioneers, in the sense that they worked outside of the home, at a time when few women did so. They traveled west, into the unknown, searching for a better life. Thanks to Fred Harvey, they were able to have a career, and stand on their own, if that is what they wanted to do. Many started families, and a new tradition, often, daughters would follow their mothers, into becoming one of the Harvey Girls. The Harvey Girls cemented their legend in 1946, with the release of the movie by the same name, directed by George Sidney, and starring Judy Garland. Fred Harvey's lunchrooms, restaurants, and hotels served the American traveler until the death of his grandson in 1965, adjusting to trends in travel, including oases along interstates. Fred Harvey is credited with creating the first restaurant chain, and he did it with his Harvey Girls.